Hello. Today we're gonna go to this dungeon, Halatali. I usually say Halatali, but there's actually more A's in there than I's, so I mispronounce it all the time. Halatali. Halatali. From Thanalan. Halatali. Not Holly-Tolly. Halatali. It's not that important, but okay, anyway. This time I happen to be running with some actual players, not NPCs, because this is one of the optional dungeons, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so this is the first pool. You can go down the way, and I grabbed this other pack too. So there's a 2-pack pool. Okay, oh, oops. Okay, so there was one here and there was like one up here, and I brought it down here. There are other ads over here, but you can skip all of that if you just kind of stay close to the edge. If you go up the steps up here, if you go up these steps, there is, I believe, a treasure chest up there and also an enemy. So if you're collecting all the treasure and stuff, you can go there. But yeah. There was actually, okay, hang on. There's this gas bomb that you look out for. If you're trying to skip everything, make sure you kind of see if that one's floating around, because it kind of moves around and stuff. But also protect, if you're tanking, make sure you're protecting your teammates. Okay, so now we go around to the left again. I want to grab all of these. See, there was a bomb over here. I'm gonna pick it up because I noticed it didn't come over, but eventually it's gonna come over to us, and so it's better just to grab all of it at the same time. So the tank is the only one right now, I believe, who has an AoE move. My overpower is what I'm using. But it's just good practice to kind of make sure everything's all together. Okay, and then we take this pack. Again, to reiterate then, this is the party list over here. This is my tank stance. Tank stance here. Here's my enemy list. I want all of the enemies to be red if I'm the tank, and for it to be green if I'm anything else. Red means that the enemies are attacking me, and so if you see that it's red on your enemy list, that means the enemy's attacking you. And whether you want that or not depends on what job you're playing. Okay, so for this first little boss, fire main, you would just pull as a tank. You can just leave it there. The unique thing about this is this Dementus, these little ads, they keep popping up. See, if you look in this mini-map, there's one right here. So I turn my camera, and you'll see them coming out of these rooms from the sides. See, there's all these rooms. They'll come right here. There you go. They kind of, these ones, they slowly start floating out, and they're gonna head towards this big fire thing. And so what some people do is they do go attack it. See, there's a bunch coming out now. It's kind of slow, but they kind of move so slow that you can just focus on the boss, and the boss will go down by the time any of them really reach the fire. So usually if you go with Party Finder, you'll see that people just ignore all those little flames and they just take down the boss. Okay, so once the boss is done, you can pick up the treasure and then use this thing, the etheric flow thing. Okay, see that? Oof. Okay, so the big fire that was part of the boss fight turns purpley, and it says ethereal flow, and you can enter that to go to the next area. That drawing looked like a little dwarf. Okay, So now we're in the next area, and we'll see here there's a pack of ads here. There's also a pack of ads here. But this is also very important. The chain winch. You need to make sure that someone interacts with that and pulls the chain down. This will be how we open the next boss area. There's gonna be a bunch of different chains. And okay, if you pull it down, there's a chance you'll get ads or you'll get a treasure chest. So the tank, you wanna stand nearby in case there are ads, and then take that for everyone. And then you move to the next area. Here is the ads, and then like one of the DPS will go unlock the chain thing. Okay, there's a bomb. So we can either grab the bomb or just let it explode by itself. So, okay, so this LT is attacking it a bit. Oh, that's fine. These enemies don't hit so hard that we need to like all prioritize things, so it was fine. Like in later dungeons, you might want everyone to be focusing on the same thing at the same time to take down the same enemy, but in these earlier dungeons it's okay for people to split up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I'm grabbing all the rest of these ads and I'm moving them to the next pack, and then someone's gonna take care of this chain winch. Okay, so ads popped up, so I'm gonna grab all the ads. Kind of keep them together. In Party Finder, usually people do a bigger pool than this. I'm kind of playing it safe. But you can pull this entire room. Like, from where we came from, you can take everything and just keep going. So, let's see. Okay, so we came from up here. We went over here. So that bomb was over here. The angry bomb. Okay, and then we went down here, and then we grabbed this pack, and there was a chain winch here. My handwriting. Okay, so what might happen is the tank will grab everything along the way, grab all this, someone opens the chain winch, and by here, the tank is pulling all the way over here. So that's a really big pull that you can do. Okay, it's possible. But only if you kind of see that the healer is pretty experienced and stuff. If they're a new healer, it might be a bit more tricky. They're not expecting that. Yeah. Okay, so I grab this next one and then I bring it to this chain winch. Since I'm doing a smaller pool, I kind of just keep them here. Yeah. There we go. We got some stuffs. So take care of that. Again, duty information, this is where we're at, Halatali, and then these are the objectives that we need to do. Ignore this, this is just part of my journal, stuff I need to do outside of dungeons. Spoilers, it's actually unlocking another dungeon, but anyway. Okay, so I go grab the ads as tank, and someone else will take care of the chain winch over here. Okay, this one. So it's a bomb, so you don't have to do anything with that, but the monk here is going to take care of it. I think they might die because the bomb is going to explode. Okay, so LT did die. So if you stand in that AoE for too long and it actually goes off, you'll die. Which is why you can just leave it alone, because it self-destructs, so you don't really even have to attack it. Yeah. And it's always a nice courtesy to wait for people to be raised. And I kind of think it's so they like auto heal up a bit too. But they're just running in there. Okay, anyway, alright, so this is the next boss. The thing with this boss is you don't want to stand in the water for too long. So I bring it up this ledge so people can keep attacking it for a little bit longer. And then you have to stand on this area. Because see, the water turned purple. All this. Yeah, you get a little electrocuted if you stand in it. And also the boss is invulnerable at this point. And these lightning sprites will come out and they'll come over here. So, okay, dodge this AoE and take care of the lightning sprites. Okay, I'll keep sending a few more. Dodge the AoE again. Ah, I think I get hit. I get hit a little bit. Okay, so I bring the boss up because it's coming at us, and like kind of keeping it on this little ledge here will help give DPS more time to do damage on it, as opposed to like, because if the boss was just hanging out here, you know, and like we all went over here, the boss doesn't have to go too far to become invulnerable. So I bring it all the way over here so we have more time to kind of chase it and attack it. Yeah. And then watch, let's see. Okay, see this? I got a little electrocution by standing in the water. Okay, so I gotta get out of the water. I'm gonna wait for the sprites to come out. Watch out again for the big AoE. Okay, thunder AoE, just get out of that. Okay. So this thunder water is only gonna happen twice. So after the second one, then you can stand in the water. This just comes from experience to pick up on that. But yeah, okay. By then the boss can get low. Okay, and we got a treasure. And then another ethereal flow. This time it's a water one, not a fire one. But you can interact with it and go in there. Okay. And now this next area, we pick up the ads. Got these. And there's like these ads in the back, and there's like bombs that kind of float around and stuff. You don't need to go over here. If you want the treasure, you can go get it. And there's this big enemy that pops up, but usually people skip it in Party Finder. And I skip it too because I don't need the treasure. Alright, so now we're gonna head over to the last boss. Wow, he's huge. Wow. Okay, so I do something a little different here. Typically, I would go towards the boss and turn around, but for this one, I'm gonna bring him back to the entrance because he does this big fire AoE thingy that sits there, and you can't step in or else you're gonna get hurt. But the most important thing though is this fire sprite. This fire sprite will pop up near the entrance of the thing, and I think like 3 of them pop up. And so I stay near the entrance so I can pick them up. Okay? Does that make sense? The boss was up here first, and instead of me running this way and then tanking him, and then he'd make a fire thing, and then this thing pops up here, and then I'd have to run all the way back here. No. Because I already know this, what I do is I bring the boss right here, I stand here, when he makes this, I back it up just a little bit, and I take care of the fire sprite. And then all my friends can just stand like in the back here, and then they don't have to run like back and forth and like get out of this thing and stuff. I was gonna say pro strats, but it's pro strats if you think it's pro strats. Okay, so you see he's invulnerable. There was a thing that said invulnerable. Wait. Gotta see it. Gotta see it. Gotta see it to believe me. Okay, see? I tried to attack him, but he's invulnerable. So when this fire is out, he's invulnerable. So you have to attack the fire sprites. So I take care of them. And everyone else can kind of attack the little small Demantis things, but again, they don't do that much damage. They'll be coming out from the sides and stuff. They don't do that much damage, so it's not a big priority. But, you know, they do some damage. Okay, so now, you know, focus on the boss again. Okay, when he does fire water, that's an interesting name. He does these really small AoEs nearby, so dodge those. Okay. So someone pulled LB, and there we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. He's tired. He's gonna take a nap now. In the void. Nice. Good job, you guys. This was one of the optional dungeons, so you have to go unlock a quest, like an optional quest to go unlock it. But yeah, it's nice to have just extra dungeons to run to change things up. And yeah, alright. Bye bye.